Long Goose Jake here with my review of the Nerf Elite Surgefire, which is a pump action, 15 round capacity, drum fed blaster from Nerf in their, of course, in their Elite series. Retails for $25 and is Slamfire or standard single shot. So you can pump one or hold the trigger down and then fire as fast as you want. Now, this comes to a direct comparison of two other blasters that I've recently reviewed, and they're going to be in their own shootout combining, and I'll directly compare the three of them. And without giving too much away to the shootout, I probably will hint a little bit here and there at what I think compared to those two blasters, which are the Busby Barbarian and the X-Shot Turbo Advance, because they are so closely related to each other. Now, on its own, the Nerf Surgefire is a fairly compact. Compare it to the size of me going across my shoulders. It's not quite the same width as my shoulders, but it's kind of close. Does not have a stock attachment point, and what you get are two vertical grips, the pistol grip and the front pump grip. At full compression, my hand does come into contact a little bit here, but not uncomfortably so, but it is something to be warned of if you have well, to put it bluntly, if you've got fat hands, you may hit the corner here. Because I have slimmer hands, I wear extra large size gloves, but I do touch that, even though I have fairly slim hands, but just large. If you have chunkier hands, that is going to be a possible issue because of the vertical grip being angled backwards. And the capacity is 15, which I'm going to just take the second to directly compare it. Both the Turbo Advance and the Barbarian holds 40. Now, another drum-fed blaster on the market was the Dart Zone Magnum. Again, 40 round capacity. This is only 15. And that puts it at a little disadvantage. And as far as performance, I'll go ahead and put you over to the chronograph here in just a second. Coming back, you see that this thing generally shoots in the middle to upper 60s. It's in the Elite series, but it does not routinely break the 70 mark. I chronographed it quite a bit before recording that, and out of about 100 to 150 shots, which is easy to keep track of, if I reload the drum 10 times, it's 150 shots, which is about what I did. And it broke over 70 a number of times. Out of 150 shots, it may have put 10 to 12 of those over 70, so that's not a great number. It can do it, it just doesn't do it very often. It'll generally average around 67 to 68 feet per second. So even compared to something like a Retaliator, this is at a slight disadvantage. Now, I have not taken this apart, so I don't know exactly what spring it's running, but it's either going to be something along the lines of a spring for a strong arm, or maybe a Retaliator spring. It's not their magazine-fed blaster, so it may not use the Retaliator-sized spring. Again, I haven't taken it apart, so I don't know yet. What this brings to the table is it's easy to use and easy to load. And it's fairly compact, so somebody small, like say 8, 9, 10-year-old, they can carry this around, no problem. And my 8-year-old has used this a number of times, and so has my 11-year-old, and they both have zero issues using it. It's very simple, very light to prime. You could probably do that as an adult with a couple of fingers. And I think that's the key thing for the Surgefire. It's not a cheaper buy, even though it has less performance and lower capacity compared to its rivals. But it's easy to use. And it has both a nice single shot as well as Slamfire. And it's been extremely reliable. Zero misfeeds, and you can't really jam something with a drum. So it's not easy to find something to fault it with, other than the lack of performance, lack of capacity, and if you hear that, it's very creaky. I'm sure even my camera's microphone, which is standing, 4 or 5 feet away from me, you can probably pick that up. Especially after picking up some of the others, this feels very creaky, very loose. The back grip moves, the front grip feels very loose. So that's 3 things to keep in mind. At $25, it's not a cheaper buy than its competitors. It has lower capacity, lower performance, and it doesn't feel as solidly built. But, again, it's compact and very easy to use. So somebody small may find that they prefer this. And I would still recommend it if you know that, hey, it's not going to perform as high as some other blasters, even from Nerf's own lineup. But it's going to, if you're looking for something really, really simple, really easy to use, that has both regular fire and slam fire, well, the Surgefire is that. So I can recommend it if that's what you're looking for. But if you're looking for higher performance, there are other options that are better on the market. This is Mongoose Chick with my review of the Nerf Elite Surgefire.